welcome to Centro, everyone. I'm Yadires, Nova-Salcedo. So glad to have you with us. Today we have a special segment on the one-year anniversary of the Me Too movement. We want to tell you about a new survey which reveals that 1/3 of executives have actually changed behaviors that could be perceived as sexual harassment. To give us the latest information available regarding the movement and to tell us more about this recent survey conducted by the Society for Human Resource Management. With us this morning via satellite is SHRM President and CEO Johnny C. Taylor Jr. Good morning, Mr. Taylor. Welcome to Centro.
So glad to be here on behalf of SHRM.
Thank you so much for being with us. And I know that you prefer to be called Johnny, so good morning, Johnny.
Yes. Thank you.
Johnny, what can you tell us? It's been a year already with the Me Too movement. What is happening right now?
My gosh, so many wonderful things, out of a really unfortunate situation that broke news, made, headlines last year about this time. A lot of good has come about. First of all, the research that we at SHRM have conducted tells us that now, and this is a very positive trend, 3/4, 75% or so of employees who say they're now satisfied with what their organizations have done to eliminate, and if not eliminate, reduce significantly sexual harassment in the workplace. So this is a very positive finding. We've also learned that 1/3 of executives, so this isn't just an employee or an HR issue, but 1/3 of executives have said they've actually changed their behaviors so that they can deal with the perception of sexual harassment. They want to improve that. So net, out of this very negative situation has come a lot of positive.
So you would say a lot of good things are happening, but is it still enough?
No. So it's trending well, but there are some other statistics that are a little unnerving to us. When we completed the survey, we found that 76% of people who've been sexually harassed in the workplace said they decided to not tell anyone. They wouldn't come forth, and they didn't do so because of fear of retaliation or that the company wouldn't do anything about it. And so that creates an opportunity for human resources professionals, for business executives, to actually improve training so that people know what is sexual harassment, and to encourage them, give them mechanisms to bring it to the attention of management so that ultimately we eliminate from the workplace this very bad and destructive behavior.
That's so good. Now talk to us about the survey that you guys just did. Was there a difference between a regular corporation, mainstream corporations, or corporations that are led by Latinos or any other culture?
So it's been U.S. based, so we know that we have Latinos in America, obviously a significant population, but we didn't break it out along those lines, companies led by Latino organizations or not. It was cross-section, public and private, nonprofit, government, for-profit. So a cross-section of employees were surveyed, nearly 20,000 of them were surveyed to ask them how are things changing, and it's trending. We conduct these types of surveys every year, but this year we specifically wanted to do a look back and see what's the impact of the #MeToo movement. Is it actually changing behavior? And the good news is it is.
Johnny, this is a survey that was done a year later after the Me Too movement, and we understand that you plan to continue to do these surveys for the next 5 years? Is that correct?
Yes. And we hope that the trend continues to be our friend, that we get to a point where this conversation doesn't need to continue to occur. It's a pretty sad day when we look back and reflect. We've had laws on the books for years, for decades, prohibiting sexual harassment and other forms of workplace harassment. And unfortunately, it's only now that we are actually seeing the sort of traction that we needed to result in actual cultural change, not just a fad, not just this is the topic of the day, but we literally can transform organizations so that people can bring their best selves to work and employers can benefit from those best selves.
And Johnny, I want to leave this interview with a key message that you can give our viewers regarding maybe seeing something in the workplace and saying something. Your last-minute message to our viewers, Johnny.
Last minute, listen, very much like we talk in Homeland Security and terrorist threats and the like is, when you see something, say something so that HR can do something. It is untenable for people to come into the workplace every day and be in an environment that is hostile to them. So we want to know. There's no reason not to advance your concerns and observations about sexual harassment in the workplace. And I can tell you, good HR is at work, and we will do everything that we can to eliminate it from the workplace.
That's great. Great message. Definitely keep us posted in the future regarding the changes. Thank you so much for being with us on Centro, Johnny, or Mr. Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, for more information regarding the Me Too movement and this recent study conducted by SHRM, you can visit their website and their social media pages. You can also get a direct link to these pages visiting us online at cbsboston.com/Centro. There you can get more information on today's show and our past shows. You can watch both the English and the Spanish versions of Centro. We also want to invite you to connect with us on social media. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And that will do it for this week's Centro. I'm Yadires Nova-Salcedo, inviting you to step forward to a better you. See you next week.
All right.